Hello everybody, you're back with the crew. Thanks for coming in. Hey, I've been partying with a bunch of people all weekend long, and it's been a lot of fun. So I thought I'd share some of the stories with you. It's so much fun to be around people who are happy and laughing and joking, even if it's completely alcohol induced. It's still high energy, and you just get that feeling. So the evening was settling down, and it was two or three of the staff, the bartender and the chef. He was sticking around, and we were all in the aft deck and just sitting down and relaxing before I drove the boat back. And one of the questions was, "Hey, Alan, you're a big crypto guy, Mr. Captain Crypto and everything. Man, that really sucks about all those people losing all their money. I don't know how you can still be into it." And I thought, this is a time for me to represent the whole crypto community in the best way that I know how. And I said, well, okay, let me explain a couple of things to you guys. Okay, Drew's a chef, and the other guy, he's a bartender, and his passion is barbecue. He's showing me a smoker, he has pictures of it, and he parks it out on weekends on a roadside, and I have a smoker, so we had a lot in common. And it's his passion. You can just see it in his eyes. And I said, well, you know how you feel about barbecue? Well, that's who I've been for 6 years. I study crypto every single day. I at least listen to a YouTube video or read an article every day for 6 years. 2 to 6, 8 hours every single day of my life. It's been my passion because I know it's mankind's future. It's okay if you don't get that. I understand that. But what happened with a lot of people was I'm not asking them to have a passion about crypto the way I do. I'm just asking them to do a little bit of homework and have the aha light bulb moment that almost everybody I know in crypto, like you guys do, have. And we get that aha brilliantness, and it's like, boom, I know where the future is. And we understand it. Well, how did I get there? I got there from the hours of every single day studying and listening to concepts and figuring out who's doing what in the space and where the data's going. Why is it going there? Who's taking it there? Okay? Now who's adopting it? Look at the banks. And that was what I said. So let's think about this now. The top 10 to 20 banks in the world are all in crypto. I've seen the documents. They advertise it almost every week. A different bank on Bloomberg is going to use it as collateral or use it in trade or applying for some regulatory deal. I said, let's look at the top 10 financial institutions in the world. They're all applying for an ETF. I don't expect you to know what that is, but they are trying to trade cryptocurrencies to the public. I'm talking about Australia, I'm talking about Singapore, I'm talking about Hong Kong, I'm talking about the UK, all of Europe, Switzerland. All of these countries are, and the banking institutions and financial institutions in them are applying for licenses. They're applying for licenses in America to sell cryptocurrencies to the public, to you, before it's even legal here. Think about that. Before they've even legislated law, the financial institutions are buying products or finding avenues to sell to you. So you, Mr. Bartender, Mr. Barbecue Guy, can buy these things for under $1. Do you think they're going to be under $1 when all these financial institutions are selling them to the public and all the retirement plans? Do you think they're going to stay under $1? How does that sound to you? The issue has always been with crypto that you, your friend, and all your family members who heard about crypto heard about one guy or 3 guys you knew that got rich quick, and all of them thought, well, all I got to do is put $1,000 in, I'll make $1 million. When is that ever the case? Oh, sure, it happens. It's not the way you create wealth, right? That's not how you do it. You learn what it is, you understand what it is, and then it makes sense how we're going to use it in the future of your life. That's what I study. That's what I believe in. I know the fundamentals. I don't know the get rich quick schemes. I can't tell you coin number 5,000 that's going to go 100x this year. Not my game plan. It's not the way I look at this industry. It's not the way I look at your future. I don't look at your future as being a pump and dump and me trying to pump you up and then dump it before you even know to get out. Not my angle. It's not the way I operate. I want the top 10, top 20 coins, and I want them to be a foundation of the future of your investment portfolio. Now, I didn't say it quite as passionately as I did just now, but I explained that to him in as simple a terms as possible. I said, and do yourself a favor whenever you're buying anything, whenever you do anything in life, okay? Try to sell it for at least as much as you paid for it. In particular, when it's just cryptocurrency. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't have a mortgage payment. It doesn't cost you a nickel to own it. Why not just keep it until it goes up higher than the price you paid for it? I mean, unless you have financial, problems and you have to sell it and it's your only asset to sell and you have to become liquid and you've got to keep a roof over your kid's head. I get that. That makes a lot of sense. So I just had a quick little conversation with him about that. And he had a beer or two or whatever. And we kind of I don't pressure. That was another thing. I said, I don't make a dime off anybody buying crypto. Not a dime. I just don't. I don't care to. I'm hoping people get the light bulb moment, not the get rich quick. And at the end of the night, he thanked me for, hey, I get it. I understand what you're trying to do, and I think it's kind of cool that you care enough about human beings and the future of mankind, and particularly the lower half in the financial area, to, maybe that gives them some hope. Man, as soon as he said that, you know what? I knew I was doing the right thing. I knew that's why I did this channel. Because I took somebody who thought the whole thing was a scam, and then he understood what you and I get, and that's the passion in it. We have passion about this, but it's bigger than that. We care about our neighbors. It's an opportunity of their lifetime, and we see it. Sure, we get a little overzealous and we ram it down their throat. That's not good either. But overall, it's because we care. Because you care. You believe that this can change their lives. That's why we're in the space, guys. And that's why I love you guys. With that, I'm out. So I get this gal comes up to me, and she's a half a bottle of tequila in. And she says, I've driven boats. I know how to do this. I can drive this boat. And I said, yeah, I'm sure if you've driven a boat, no problem. She's like, are you gonna let me dock it? No, I'm not gonna let you dock the boat. No. Well, why not? Well, I might consider it if you were, 3 or 4 less tequilas in you. I might consider it then, being right next to you when you did it. But no, you're not docking the boat. She storms off. And there was her best friend standing next to me comes up and says, she's been wanting to drive this boat every time she gets on it, and I'm so glad you didn't let her do it. She has no idea what she's doing. Thank you. And by the way, if she came down to the boat one day and wanted to learn how to drive it, would you help her out? Of course. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to teach people what I know. It's really why I'm here. Love y'all.